Got him. Got him. J Smooth on the beat, man. Got him. Got him. J Smooth on the beat, man. Got him. Got him. J Smooth on the beat, man. got him. Got him. J Smooth on the beat, man. Got him. Got him. J Smooth on the beat, man. Got him. Got him. J Smooth on the beat, man.
What up, what up, what up? I say what up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing this Friday night? Hopefully everybody being safe. Staying safe. Masked up, you did? What we doing today, we going through some different mixing techniques and such. We're going through different techniques on mixing. Nothing too serious, nothing too crazy. There's gonna be a chill Friday night stream. Let's see. And then what we also gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing some melodies, working on melodies, and hopefully we have some people that are knowledgeable about the melody creation and the mixing that will chime in on it, because everybody does it different. There's really no right way or wrong way to mix. No, well, I gotta take that back. There's definitely wrong ways of mixing, but as my guru, the professor would say, there's a lot of different ways of doing it, and you have to definitely, you have to know what you're doing. I'll put it that way. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's see. All right. So this video right here, I kind of came across specifically for FL. So this cat named Nick Mir, and he's well known. A lot of the youngins know him. So I like the way he breaks this video down a little bit. But yeah, let's check it out.
And yes, everyone's gonna scrutinize me for this in the Twitter, on the Twitter feeds, on all the old heads, everywhere, every kid ever who's hating. So I'm gonna just show you, this is how I mix my beats. It's not saying how to mix beats, because there's no how to mix anything. It's how you mix it. You get what I'm saying? No how to, but how you. Step one is I'm going to solo the 808.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lower it so I have some headroom around, probably around like 3 to 6, around the limiter. When you're mixing, you never want to mix all your stuff, is what they tell you. This is what they tell you. They tell you never want to mix your stuff all the way up, because then all the artifacts, they get crushed and then they get sloshed. But right here, I'm just telling you, if you want to try this.
Which is true. What he just said, that is true.
Approach, this is an easy approach. So boom, get your 808, give you some headroom, like under 0 dB, then bring in your clap right after that. You don't want to have your clap too loud to where it's outshining your 808, but you don't want it too quiet. So you just want to level it around right the same. And I always make sure my claps are pretty crispy. So
Yeah. To the Kenny Beats clip kills me.
next, I'm gonna bring in a hi-hat. The hi-hat is easily, I mean, you don't really need to see the knobs. You guys really don't need to see the knobs. This is literally just going.
Now I have to pause it right there. So when I'm doing production, I've always went with the approach of the mixers, like the knobs on the mixers, right? But apparently most producers nowadays in FL, they don't even mess with the mixer knobs. They just use the knobs at the side, and he's gonna say coming up right here.
Going based on volume, which a lot of guys get mixed up. I could cover this whole thing and do this tutorial with no screen, and it would still make the same sense.
Facts.
So, you don't want your hi-hats too loud to where your 808s are quiet, and you don't want them too quiet to where you can't even feel the bounce. So, I tend to make them a little quieter than my clap and 808. These levels are not set levels that you have to put your levels at. You don't ever mix your beats based off the levels you see in front of you, like visually, the meter, oh, I need to put this one a half an inch lower than this one. No, you should never do that, because every sound has a different, volume to it, because they're all exported at different volumes and different amplitudes, whatever. So then I'm just going to bring in my perks and keep them tucked in the background.
So as you can see, he's got his claps really crispy, really crispy. And I mean, again, this is all subjective to, individuals and what people personally prefer. So, when they say there's no right or wrong way, that's what they're saying. It's all to the producer's discretion on how they want their sounds to come across.
Now that I have that, I'm just gonna put the kick in and then make it louder than the 808, but not too loud to where it's like OP. And then after I do that, then I bring my melody in. Then once you have them leveled, you just put on your favorite limiter, master, or plugin, whatever. There's Waves L3 I like to use sometimes. Isotope, it doesn't matter. You can use Maximus. They all do the same thing. You could use multiband compressor. I just use the Fruity limiter too. I just keep raising the gain until it sounds crushed, and then I pull it right like underneath, because you got.
All right, so on the fact that he was basically saying, Maximus, I don't know about Maximus. I take Maximus and Soundgoodizer, and I kind of put those in the same category. I mean, if you don't have anything else to use, then yeah, of course, use your stock plugins. But if you have FabFilter plugins, if you have SSL plugins, Wave plugins, then by all means use those, because I feel like those give you a broader spectrum of control on your sound, and not only that, they definitely give it a better, in my opinion, a better quality sound. So if you have plugins that are not stock, of course, I'm pretty sure anybody that paid for their plugins, they paid for them for a reason, unless you just got lucky and someone dumped off a whole bunch of plugins into your PC, because I mean that's very rare, and It never happens. Never. Ever. Ever happens. But you know, if you're lucky enough or able to have someone bless you with all of these plugins, then yeah, use them. But I mean, a lot of these cats, they grab, they grab the plugins that are allotted to them from FL that they come with, in which I was doing the same thing. So, all right, let's see what else he said.
You guys think my beats sound like this? Like that's how you guys make it seem when you complain.
Whoa.
But like at the same time, it's only like this in reality. Watch. This is getting.
So this whole, I don't know, I personally do not know when and where this clipping fad came from. It just came about, and it's almost as if, clipping went from being bad to frowned upon. Like you normally wouldn't really want anything to clip. And I don't know, like it just seems like out of nowhere, all of a sudden the fad was to clip. But also, hold on, let me get some lighting. The fad was to clip, but not clip, if that even makes sense. So people want the sound to just feel like it's slapping so hard that it's clipping, but it's not clipping. And for those that don't know what clipping is, it's distortion. So everyone wants this loud pumping sound coming off and sounding like it's distortion, but not be distortion. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I personally, I like a more clean sound, but I mean, again, it's to the person's discretion on how they want their production to sound. And I mean, in some cases, in most cases, if you do it correctly, and I've seen people do it correctly, it sounds dope. But as for me, I like a cleaner sound if I can get it. If it's possible, I do like a cleaner sound. But let's see what else he says.
Clipped. All of this is getting anything. I could put my ceiling at -6 dB and it'll be clipped. Because that's how my envelope is. My attack is 0, release 0, like everything's just quick. So that's why it sounds like that. It's not going over 0 dB. Like my mixes never go louder than 0 dB. And if anything, I always, whenever engineer or whoever I'm working with, if I put it in Pro Tools, I always bring the beat down like a decibel or 3, so there's room, and then you can, work on the new project around it. But basically, I don't really do any of this mixer stuff anymore, like level it up every time, just because it takes a lot of time when I'm streaming.
So what you just heard him say is he doesn't really mess with the levels on the mixer anymore. And I think in that thought process, it's like time, right? So like what he goes on to say is basically cooking up for an artist while in the studio. He doesn't have time to go through the mixing process, because think about it. You have an artist that's ready to, write or be creative with whatever they're doing in the studio. They don't have time. They don't want to sit there and wait basically while the producer does the mixing on it as they're trying to come up with the song. Now, a little bit is cool, but then again, like these cats are trying to go. Like they're trying to pump out music. So it's almost as if, it's like instead of doing a whole bunch of stuff at once, he's focusing in on just strictly the production aspect of it. And I don't blame him, because it is a ton of work to do all of that at once. It's just a lot of stuff to do. So I feel him on that.
I think it's her. Like, these knobs are really what are so fire about FL, because you can just mix it all from here, and I just do that there. And then when I
By the way, for those that are just joining in, today is the Chill Friday stream. We're basically just talking about mixing techniques from different people that produce. And a little bit later, I'll be doing a melody cook up, basically just focusing on melodies alone. Um, you know, I'm just going to be switching back and forth to, to all of the aspects of producing, because there's so many aspects involved within producing that, there's you have to touch on each one, but you can't just take them all in at once. You have to break them down. You break down the melody, you break down the percussion, you break down the mixing aspect. So that's just basically what we're doing here. I appreciate everybody that's following through, or that's came through, or that checked it out. But yeah, that's what we're doing right here. This is just a chill, relax Friday stream, to end the week. Also, feel free to chime in on the chat. Let me know how your day was, how your Friday was. Was it a good Friday? Was it a bad Friday? Hopefully you didn't get a flat tire, and hopefully they didn't hold money back on your check you were supposed to get, because I know that happens, and that can be a pain. And hopefully everybody got their stimmies, and got what they needed. Hey, I appreciate that, Adam. I appreciate that, man. Good looking, brother. And welcome. We're doing producer talk today. So I'll be doing a lot of talking, but also I'll be cooking up some melodies. So I appreciate y'all coming through, but we're going to get back into this video real quick. So let's get it.
have this, I just go to my master and put my limiter on, and then I'm good to go. I don't have to sit here and isolate every single sound, because nobody wants to sit in a session when an artist wants to record on your beat, and no one wants to sit there just soloing frequencies and mixing. Like, that's just a waste of time. That's what I was talking about, honestly. Like, you can do that at home. It's all about being efficient with working with somebody in a studio. And then as far as mixing, like talking about sounds, like EQs, I mean, all my drum kits, they sound good, so I don't have to do that. Like, I only use drum kits that I like how they sound quality-wise, so I don't have to edit them later. Like, I made my sounds sound good before.
And so what he's talking about is the sounds that he has already. Now, he probably makes a lot of his own sounds, but there are a lot of like really, really good quality sound makers out there that specialize in just packs. Yeah, man. I just seen your comment, Adam. Yeah, what's up, bro? Smooth Move Friday. Yes, sir. All day. But yeah, basically the sounds that a lot of these sound designers make, they make them specifically so that you don't have to EQ each individual sound. I had gotten into the habit of EQing each individual sound, and then I realized, well, hold on, like half of these sounds sound good. So like, what's the point in wasting more time if they sound good? Now, if you have some sounds that deal with a lot of low end that you don't need because they're going to clutter up your bass, your 808 or your kick, then yeah, definitely you want to eliminate the low end out of the sound. But other than that, I mean, a lot of these sounds they're good to go once you get them. So you just got to really determine on how you want to fine tune each individual sound. But yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's saying he don't have time to be doing that, and I feel him though. I mean, when you working on a time frame and you got to move, you got to go.
They're in a beat, so that way when I put them in a beat, they can just go in. Soft Clipper, Soft Clipper does the same thing as this. It literally does the same. The release is probably like different, but it essentially does the same thing. Like, they all do the same thing. And if your beats are sounding like bad quality, one, you gotta address your sound selection. Make sure the sounds you're using they have the right frequencies for what you need. Like, your claps don't need a bunch of low end in them. Your hi-hats don't need any low end. They're all high. Your claps should have.
You see what I'm saying? He said exactly what I just said. He said your claps don't need a lot of low end, um, and a lot of stuff doesn't need the low end. So you just eliminate that low end, so that way everything else has room to breathe, and everything has to be, in its own zone. A wise man once told me a mix is kind of like bringing all the sounds in. You just hug the sounds. It's almost like someone's hugging you. You just bring all of your sounds in. That way they all fit together collectively instead of fighting, because you don't want frequencies fighting, because that's when you hear something and you're like, nah, I don't like that. Your ear automatically tells you something's not right. If you've got too much distortion between a couple sounds, you're gonna really feel like, the beat isn't good. And what it really boils down to is the displease in your ear when you hear it. You're like, nah. So yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about. That's what I just said. Yep.
High end in them. I always boost them extra just so they are really crispy.
Yeah.
808s don't need to have high end in them unless they're like certain distorted 808s, and even then you tuck. I mean, mixing, I'm not a mixing engineer, so I'm not going to tell you here for every song. This is how I mix my beats to get them to an artist. I don't mix my beats for the project, because I mean, in today's age of music, this is the truth. Like, a lot of people don't care as much about all the tiny little details.
Yeah, so basically what an engineer does once a producer. Oh, by the way, if anyone has any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. I do know quite a bit. But so basically the step process is the producer makes the beat. Then a lot of times they will stem out, which means they separate each individual sound and they give it to the engineer. The engineer pulls in each individual stem or sound, and then they start the mixing process and they move forward to the mastering process. What he's saying is, if he did that for every single beat, when he's on a time crunch, it would be impossible. Like, there's no possible way. That's why a lot of artists like to 2-track it, which is a term for making an MP3 of the whole collective beat, taking it into the DAW, which is the program of which they want to record in, and they just record it with the MP3 or WAV file all together, because it takes a long time to stem or separate each individual track out and record on it and mix it and master it. It's like you got like 4 jobs in there. So it's like, do you want to be efficient at, one thing, or do you want to be mediocre at 4 things? And that's basically the gist of what he's saying.
I mean, half the songs I have are they just recorded over the MP3 in Pro Tools, and
just
they didn't
like I
even
said,
get stems or anything.
Right there.
And those songs have way more streams than a song that's like professionally done, whatever, this and that, and it has like just 1 million plays, versus something that's like has 200 million plays and it was just done over MP3. I mean, it's just really how you prioritize your time on stuff that is really important and stuff that's not really important. But enough with the little tutorial or mentor teaching thing I just did. And now when I go on my phone tomorrow or the next few days, I'm going to have to see this on my YouTube. So
yeah. And basically what he's saying is people are gonna give him, they gonna mess with him on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he dropped gems, like so many gems in that little tutorial, just basically breaking down the way he does things. And a lot of producers, they don't like to share their secrets. And I get it. I understand because everyone wants to be in competition with everyone else. But the fact of the matter is, no one really knows it all. And everyone learned from someone else. So I almost feel like what would that make someone look like that is afraid to share the information that they learned from someone else? So like, what's the point of that? So if I've always been like this, I mean, and that's why people take advantage of nice people. But I've always been like, if I know something that someone else can benefit off of, then I'm definitely gonna tell them. I mean, unless they're assholes, but I'm definitely gonna tell them. I'm gonna say, yo, like, try it this way or try it that way, because there ain't no. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? What, for you to be on your high horse and you to say, oh, I'm the best producer, or I'm the best engineer, I'm the best mixer. Nah, man, it ain't like that. You ain't gonna get nowhere like that, because someone had to teach you and you had to learn off of someone else. So, I mean, unless you went to school for it, and even if you went to school for it, you still learning from somebody. So reciprocate it, pass it along. You can't take it with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically my thought process. He said learning. Okay, Adam, you said learning this process was very difficult. I stayed with writing. Mad respect for producer. Yeah, bro. It is hard work. It definitely is hard work, and it's not easy. A lot of people just pass it off as, he that's cute. He's tinkering with some software on his computer. And it's like, man, yo, that's the worst thing. The worst thing you could ever say to a producer, ever, is, or downplay it or gaslight what the producer's doing. No, that ain't cool, Jack. That's like me going into another field and judging somebody on something I don't know nothing about and saying, oh, that's easy. In any instance that anyone did that, they learned real quick, okay, this is harder than what I thought. You see what I'm saying? So there's a way that you have to approach things, and not in a fashion of, oh, well, I know it all, or that's easy, because you have to walk a mile in someone's shoes before you can even understand what they're going through or what they're doing or how long they've done what they're doing. I mean, it doesn't just come overnight. It really doesn't. This game is rough. It's not easy at all. I've been fortunate enough to be, blessed with some gurus that were the same way. They had the same mentality. They wanted to share because they seen that I was really trying to do this. So they said, you know what? We're going to take a minute and we're going to show Jay Smooth what he doesn't know, or, vice versa. And it's iron sharpen iron. And that's with any industry. I don't care what you're doing. Someone had to teach you what you know in order for you to get better. That's in anything in life, like anything. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, you didn't come out your mom's womb knowing everything you needed to know. There was always someone that absolutely gave you some kind of key to something. And what I mean by key is like knowledge or information or feedback or, just direction on what you're doing. So there's a lot of cats out here that are smug about stuff, and, they're quick to talk shit about what somebody's doing, but they don't know what that person's been through. They don't know how long it took for that person to get there. They don't know. So, automatically off the jump, you looking like an asshole because you're speaking before you even know what that person's been through. You don't know what that person knows. You don't know none of that. You don't know the amount of information that that person has. Just because they're not showing it doesn't mean they don't know it. So, I mean, I say that to say, you know, you don't judge a book by its cover, and step lightly, because, you know, people are quick to judge, but you don't know. You have no idea. You think you know, but you don't have a clue. So, you know, to those people, I tell them, you know, kindly sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. I tell them sit down. Because there ain't no point. What's the point? But anywho, let's get back to it. Wendita, she said facts. Yeah. It's facts. The facts of life, man. The facts of life. The facts of life with Jay Smooth. Yup. So let's see. Moving onward and forward. I went and, you know, after I took a look at multiple mixing videos and things of that nature, I kind of went and applied that same methodology to a brand new track, a brand new beat. And I'm going to use this as an example, and, you know, I'll move forward from that, but I use this as an example. Now, it might not be good at all, but I know that in order to get good or progress or get better, you have to do your research. You have to do your homework. Knowledge is power, inevitably, period. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better off you'll be in life. A lot of times, like a lot of things that deal with this industry or dealing with production and stuff, it goes hand in hand with everything else. You're building something from scratch, right? You're trying to create a product that is likable by everyone. So you got to take away the biased opinions. Even though you made it, it doesn't matter. You may like it because you made it, you heard it a million times, but somebody else may not like it, and that's okay. But as long as you're growing and you're getting better day by day, that's really all that matters. Now, it's when you stop trying and when you become stagnant and you're not learning anymore, that's when it becomes a problem, because you're no longer learning. If you're not learning anything, you're not living. You see what I'm saying? So you have to continue to sharpen yourself within the craft that you're in. Again, I don't care what it is that you do. Be the best at what you do, or strive to be the best at what you do. Because if you're not, then what are you doing it for? There's no point, right? If you're just trying to be mediocre, or you're just trying to make it by, then just stop. Because if you're not trying to be the best version or the best in what you're doing, what's the point of it? Ain't no point. You might as well just pack it up and go home, because someone else is going to swoop in that's more hungry and more dedicated than you are. And guess what? They're going to get that opportunity. They're going to snatch it away, because someone's willing to give people opportunity that are willing to put in the work to get that. That's just how it is. So back to what I was saying with this beat. Let's switch over to the other page here. All right. So this is what I was talking about, this beat right here. Let me get it going. And again, people may not like it. you may like it, but it's all about growing. As long as at the end of the day, you know you've done better than yesterday, then that's all that matters. So basically, what I went through and did was I took everything out. First and foremost, I put every, I built it up step by step. But then I went and I took, like, for instance, the kick or the 808, right? I soloed the 808. So when I'm soloing the 808, I'm making sure that I'm at least I'm at -3 decibels. So that basically gives everything room to be brought around the 808. As my guru said, the professor, aka Yoda, shout out professor. That's the bro. You want to build everything up around the kick and the 808. It can differ. You can go the kick first or the 808 first, but really it's the 808 because the 808 is what gives you that feeling. And it's more than just a sound. It's more like a feeling because of the frequency. It's so low that you can actually feel the 808. It's the boom part of any song. It's the bass. A lot of people like to say it's the balls because it's got that power feeling. It moves you. Music moves you, and that's the reason why music moves you. So let's say you have a beat and it has no bass, none whatsoever, no bass. It's not gonna move you. You're not even gonna feel it. Now, if you're on your phone, maybe. Because your phone isn't gonna play the frequencies low. But I can guarantee you, anybody watching this, when you get in your car, you're gonna try to make that bass hit as much as possible because that bass is what you feel frequency wise. Now you can have the best melodies in the world, but if you don't have a strong lower presence in that track, people are going to pass it up because there's going to be other producers and other beats and songs that do carry that low end frequency. I've never seen anybody's trunk rattle due to something with a whole bunch of treble or high end. It's just not going to happen. So the low frequencies are the foundation of a beat. And a lot of people that are chiming in, they're probably going to say, yeah, like that is correct. They're going to say the bass and the low end frequencies is what you feel. So, I mean, at the end of the day, music is all about feeling, right? So we solo, back to what I was saying, we solo the 808. Let me get it playing. So besides the fact right here, let me see. Yeah, okay. So besides the fact that it pops up a little bit over the -3, because this is 0, -3. Besides the fact it pops up every now and again, it's mainly staying around -3. And if I wanted, I could even bring it up just a little bit like that. But it's gonna jump. So we don't have a limiter on it, but it's gonna jump. So it's mainly at -3, right? Okay. So we starting with that, and then we start building. So you would go your snare next or your clap next, whichever one you prefer, right? So you want your snare to be loud, but you don't want it overbearing with your 808, your low end. So we got a good little mix going right now. It's knocking, but it's really not clipping. It's not distorted. So next you'll bring in your kick to give it a thump sound. Let me check the others. All right. Cool. So next you would go with the kick, right? Let's get this. And again, I'm gonna bring that kick right around -3, right around -3, maybe a little bit higher. Want it just a little bit louder than your 808. Now, mind you, this is clipping, but we haven't put anything on the master. We want to make sure we have a good mix before we add anything to our master track here. So before we add a limiter or anything, a compressor, anything, we want the mix to be right. You have to have the mix right before you add anything, right? So next we're going to bring in the hi-hats. Now, some people would argue and say, you know, well, the hats, we want them, you know, brighter. There's a lot of people that like bright hats. There's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I feel as though they become a little annoying if they're too high in frequency and if they're too loud. So I don't like to put a lot of boost on them, but I definitely have to, I have to take the low ends out as much as possible without restricting them from doing their job. So I kind of tucked them away. I kind of tucked them away and put them back behind everything else, because again, you don't want it to be overbearing. And then next, we're gonna bring in say we could do the melody next. So far you can tell and see that everything's sitting pretty much in pocket. Again, there's no limiter. There's nothing going on over here on my master, but everything tends to, it's kind of falling in pocket, right? So then I'll add my open hat and some percussion. And then let's see how we go from here. But as you can tell, I'm going step by step, instrument by instrument on the mix before I even mess with the master. You got to make sure that your mix is right before you do anything else. So what I did with that, I wanted to make sure that the perks, the percussions and the little sounds, they're not overbearing. I just want them sitting in the background, kind of creating the atmosphere for the beat. Cause I don't want them doing too much. I just want them to chill, just to be in the background and chill. And finally, what I did was I added a pad. And then I also added the halftime to change up halfway through on my melody through an automation. So let's play this all together. All right, so now that everything sounds good, right? It sounds good. This is when I put on the limiter. Now the difference on how everything sounds is it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna pump it a little bit more and bring it out. Now I did positive 2.0 of gain just to make it pop some, but let's see. Y'all see how that happens? The limiter stops the beat from peaking past 0 decibels. So it stops it there. Now, if it clips slightly, that's okay. But you really, as long as it's not going crazy above the 0 decibels, then you're still in your good space. So I guess on a future video or a future stream, I'll go into detail on how you need to export for when you're going to record. If you're recording, or if you don't have someone else that's doing the engineering for you or just exporting your sounds, that's when we start bringing stuff down, because the engineer needs room. They call it headroom. That's the term they use for it. Pause. But it's called headroom for the engineer to do what he needs to do or she needs to do as far as making everything sound good. Remember, you can always make stuff louder, but you can't always make stuff quieter, especially when there's distortion. When you have the distortion, it's a wrap, because you've already sealed your fate, or your mixing fate, or engineer fate, or however you want to put it. You've already sealed the deal, because you've made it so loud that the engineer literally can't do anything with it. Literally. There's so many engineers that will attest and say, yo, like they probably low key would be giving me a round of applause right now because I'm making their job easier. You don't want sounds to just be blasting and blaring. Although it may sound good on your setup, by the time it makes it into the engineer's hands, you got problems, homie. So you want to make sure everything is at least a negative 8 dB, but that's for another day. That's another stream. But as of right now, this would be making it for an artist to jam or an artist to feel or vibe while they're writing in the creation process of the song. You know, like when you're making a song, I mean, I'm an artist as well. When you're making a song, you want to feel it. Again, this is vibes and feelings, right? So you're basically making it loud enough, hence the limiter. You're making it loud enough so the artist can feel the vibe, create the music, really get into it, and come out with the best song they can possibly come out with. So I say all of that to say there's multiple levels to production, mixing, engineering. It's not learned overnight. It just doesn't come overnight. So it's all a process. But yeah, hold on real quick. Let me close this door. So it's all a process. You didn't just, you know, whatever it is that you know or you've learned, you didn't learn it overnight. And, you know, that's basically what I'm trying to portray to you guys. It all takes baby steps. And it all comes in baby steps. You learn little by little as you go. Yeah. So that's what I have so far on that beat. Now I'm going to go back and probably polish it up, add some sounds, lay it out, track it out, put it in song format. But as of today and for this stream, we're doing melodies. So I'm going to start up a brand new session and we're going to work on melodies. I hope I'm not boring anybody. But this is my world. So welcome to my world. Again, feel free to drop in the chat and holler at me. If you have any questions, if there's any fellow producers out there that, you know, may have knowledge that I don't have. You may know something I don't know. That's cool. And I'm always willing to learn. You know, you have to be a student to the game. Again, it don't come overnight, and you have to be willing to adapt to the change that comes with this music stuff. If that's what you're doing or whatever you're doing, honestly. I mean, it could apply to any and everything. But then also I want to let everybody know I appreciate y'all for chiming in and being here with me on this Friday night. You could be at a club with no mask on. Mask up, y'all. Or you could be doing something else. You could be on a YouTube channel. You could be watching Netflix. But for those that are here, I appreciate y'all, man. And I do stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, yeah, that's how we doing this thing. So let's see. For melodies, there's a lot of VST plugins, programs. For instance, you know, Omnisphere. This one right here is a big one for people. A lot of people go crazy crazy over Omnisphere. Mainly for its sound selection, the clarity of the sounds. You know, it's got any and everything in it. Like, it's got guitars, it's got voices, it's got organs, it has, and y'all can't see it on the screen for some reason. My DAW's not showing it, but the Omnisphere, if you're familiar with production, then you know what Omnisphere is. Or you can YouTube or Google Omnisphere. It's a big player in the game, and it has been for a long time. A lot of movie scoring producers use it as well. But you can literally change the way something sounds through Omnisphere. This is mainly a sound design VST, aka plugin. But yeah, let's check out just for instance the guitars, right? In Omnisphere. And I'm not getting paid for this. Omnisphere, Spectrasonics, by the way. So let's get a good one. And just like that, I've got a melody that I kind of want to put down. So that's what we're going to do. Slow down the tempo. Slow down the tempo. Let me set this up, and we'll have that going as our basis of the melody. I'm also going to copy that, and we're going to use this. Let me check the others. Okay, all right. Gotcha. Why is that going? So what I'm gonna have it do is it's gonna jump up an octave. And the beautiful part about all of these sounds can be modified. So anything that I play, I can always put a plugin on, make it sound any kind of way I want it. So check this out. So basically what now I'm going to do is I'm going to make it sound a little bit different. So let's modify the sound. This is a very popular plugin. A lot of people use it, but it's called Retro Color. So I can add this and basically change the way the guitar sounds. All right, so what I did was I brought down the high and I also brought down the low because we don't want the clutter of the low. I don't need the low end of this guitar because I'm going to endingly add some percussion with 808s and bass to it. So we're going to keep it right there. But I did bring down the sound, the highs and some of the lows to make it sound okay for what we're going to end up doing with it. So bear with me. A man on a mission. All right, so I need to couple that with a different sound. A lot of time I like to layer sounds. So we're going to go in here. We're going to select all and we're going to copy. And let's say, actually, all right, so what we're going to do, we're going to move on to a different plugin. I don't want to just use Omnisphere. I like to move around and do different stuff with different plugins. So let me snag I'll do Nexus. We'll go. I haven't used Nexus in a while. Nexus is just another plugin. But we'll go with Nexus. Why not? And by the way, for the producers out there, there is Nexus 3 out. I haven't had the time to do a review on it, but once I get it, I'll do a review for Nexus 3. You know, for those that are skeptical on getting it, I'll bite the bullet and I'll get it. And we'll, you know, I'll do a review, but that's for another day. So right now, again, we're going to get to stacking the sounds. So we got epic pads right here. And what I'll do is I will drop it in this pattern. Remember, it's the same one we just copied. Okay. All right. And we're going to solo this and we're going to go through some sounds that to make sure they match with the guitar. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Throw it on the track there. Definitely not that sound. Okay. So I like that. Except the high ends, I'm not digging. So again, I'm going to bring down the high ends. And again, I'm going to cut some of this low end. And I might not even use this sound, but we're going to use it as a reference for now. And I can change. I can always see, that's the beauty of it. You can always go and change it up. It doesn't have to be a certain sound when you first start. It doesn't have to be, you know, it's all optional. You can always change it up. So let's add it with the guitar and see what it sounds like together. All right, so we got that going. Let's see. Next, what I'm feeling is it needs some keys. So it needs a vibe, right? And I like to use a plugin called Element Stereo. It's an amazing plugin. No. I'm sorry. Electric 88. That's what we're going with. Electric 88. What's good, AP? Did you end up taking a break from the other? Did you get critiqued on the other stream there, or? What we doing right now is we're just doing melodies. I'm doing melody cookups from scratch. Yeah, the mixing tutorial, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. It's all about growth at the end of the day. And I was just speaking on that earlier. I was like, you know, just as you know, iron sharpens iron, basically. I know a lot of knowledge, but I don't know it all, as anyone else, even you or anyone. So as a community, we got to share. Oh, you got critiqued and dipped. He said, all right. He said, yeah, I'm good on that. I got critiqued and dipped. Well, hopefully it was a good critique. Hopefully they didn't have anything bad to say. But yeah, so what I was basically, we starting right here. And again, like I was saying, like I'm, you know, not necessarily even gonna keep this sound, but I'm just going through and creating a foundation. Let's see. That's how I'm starting to mix beats, because I'm really not a mixing engineer, and some other worse fixes. Record over the MP3. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like why put more on yourself than you have to when, you know, you just we're basically producing from the get-go. So there's really no point in going through all of that. See, a lot of times that was my issue. I would want everything to be like perfect from the get-go. And that's the issue. So you're focused on all this other shit, but you can't fucking focus on what you're really trying to focus on, because you're trying to be an engineer on top of being the producer. You know, and then if you're like me and you sing as well, then you're an artist too. So that's another hat you got to wear. It make you crazy. So I had to take a step back and hone in on each individual skill set to try to work on that individually, because that's the only way you're going to grow. You can't take all of this shit and just try to do all this shit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not gonna happen, and it's not productive at all. But yeah, back to this guitar from Omnisphere. I don't know why my Omnisphere isn't showing. Maybe it's because it's a standalone plugin in itself. But I've got it on my screen, but it's not showing. But I think as far as the guitar goes, I don't like that that bluesy lead. So let me change it. Yo, that's kind of melodic. Honestly, I wouldn't change your name. That's just me. And also check this out. If we so it's cool to take constructive criticism from people and all that, right? But a lot of times only we know what's best for us, right? So there's always going to be somebody telling you your name needs to change, or this needs to be like this, or that needs to be like that. I mean, my producer name is J Smooth on the Beat, man. Do you know how many times people have been like, yo, your name is too long? Or, there's so many people with that name. Or, man, at the end of the day, bro, if it works for you, don't listen. I personally, I feel like your name is dope, and you already got your tag made and everything. So you don't want to branding, the branding concept of it. You don't want to switch up your brand name to where you got to start all over, because think about it, then you got to start all over. I mean, those that know you will know you, but those that don't, it's not. I personally, again, I would stick with what I have. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's gonna be your decision, brother. And you said what, Pop? That's your last name? How do you put Pop? See, that's a perfect example. A lot of people mispronounce it, but it would be, yeah. Nah, bro. Like, we want to keep it simple. Keep it dumb simple, so people will get it. Like, people can't pronounce mine. Yeah, they recognize you in the community. Papagna. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, bro. Nope. I'd say stick with what you got, bro. Don't even fall into that shit, because everyone's gonna have an opinion. I mean, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. And the majority of the opinions they don't even be worth listening to. All right, so back to the melody creation. We've got, I changed up the guitar because it's got a more ambient sound. And we're going to go to this other sound I had using as a pad. And I don't like this pad either. This Belize pad. Man, none of my plugins are showing on screen. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. None of my plugins show on screen. That's crazy. Yeah. The melody. But I'm trying to break into the melodies wise, because it's cool if you're on the go. I mean, because I use samples too. If you're on the go, then that's just what it is, and you trying to make a beat and put it together. But to really hone into it, to the melody creation, that's really what's going to set us apart. You see, like creating our own melodies. Yeah, that's the gold right there. And then not only that, think about the packs that if you were looking into or thinking about selling sample packs, then that's another revenue of money. That's another income. Because if you make your sample packs from melodies that you created, then boom, there you go. So it's one of those things, like it's rough. It's rough, but you got to do it. You got to do it, man. So I wonder what that's going to sound like. Okay. Let's see. Let me solo this out. Yeah. Drum kits too. Drum kits is where it's at. Hey, by the way, anybody that's just joined, my name is Jay Smooth. Today we are focusing on mixing techniques and melodies. I appreciate you stopping through. Feel free to hit that follow, and that way you know anytime I'm live. But I'm probably gonna be doing more knowledge-based sharing, because I feel like people don't share enough knowledge, and I'd rather share my knowledge, because I'm all about iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So you either down with sharing your information or your knowledge, or you're not. But you ain't gonna get nowhere if you're just holding on to the knowledge and the information that you more than likely got from someone else that was nice enough, kind enough to share that information. So anyway, back to this soloed out pad. And I normally don't mess with Nexus, but I'm challenging myself. Because if you ain't challenging yourself, then what are you doing? And I got a feeling we're going to get a dope melody going. I really do. See that swell right there? Let me turn it up a little bit. That swell's kind of dope. Let's see. Nah, it's too bright. See? What is that? Yeah, I like that. They complement each other. Yeah, bro. Actually Flex, bro. I know you see me use Flex a lot. People sleep on Flex so much, bro. You would not believe. Flex is really dope. Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to go to Flex after this. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna grab this. I want to add some keys before I get on to anything else. kind of want to build up like a moving upward as that other one's going. Let's see. Put this in here. All right, we got that. We got that right there. Let's see how it sounds up. Pitched up. Oh, I see what we did. Let's take this and move it over. All right, now we finna play with some stock sounds. Pulling out the flex. Let's see. I wonder if the flex is gonna. I bet the flex will show on the screen. No. Wow. Hey, AP, if you still there, does your plugins not show on the screen? That's wild. I don't know why it does that. Man, your plugin show and mine don't. Bro, I'm mad. Oh well. People can still hear it. Chat delay. Yeah, man, my stream is bugging. See, I told you. It's either that or I'll try to answer as soon as I see the chat. Let me see. This chat delay got. All right. Gotta finish this melody, bro. Got to. I don't think they have. They should. That's awkward. Yeah, I don't know. That is awkward. All right, let me see. Bad boy coming out hot. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. That's why the delay's like that. Yeah, I'm doing the multi stream. And YouTube. Shout out YouTubes. Now I think I'm gonna make it. I think I want to make it more edgy. Oh, my YouTube. Uh, There's my YouTube. Hold on, let me check. Oh yeah. That's it right there. I forgot I didn't have my domain name on that. You found it by searching? Dope. Yeah, there's definitely not another J Smooth on the beat, man. That's for sure. Yup. Alright. And again, like it's crazy. So I've got Serum up. None of my plugins. We're gonna have to work on. I'm gonna have to work that out. I gotta figure that out because if people can't see what I'm doing, man, I don't like that. But anyway, imagine Serum right here in the middle of the screen. That's what I'm looking at. And Serum's really dope too. I appreciate it, fam. Yeah, if you got a page or something, man, let me know. I'll sub back. Watch, bro. We gonna look back. We're gonna look back and be like, dang, man, look where we started on streaming, man. Dang. Remember that? AP probably gonna be like, man, remember when you couldn't even get your plugins to show? I'm gonna be like, yeah, bro. Yeah, I remember that, dog. All right. I want it to be, let's get some darkness in here. Cause this is like a slower, like melodic type of feel. So we gonna add some mystery to it. You know what I'm saying? And yo, like Serum has got, so much. At first I didn't really even want to mess with Serum until I realized, like you can manipulate anything. Let's see. First, let me turn it down so I don't smack people in the face with this sound. I'm not trying to blow out y'all eardrums, man. I promise. Oh, see? That was a bullwhip. All right, we're going to go. And mind you, I'm just going as I go, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's come through. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't joined the Discord, do it for your boy. Join the Discord. And then also socials. Y'all follow me on IG. All that good stuff. All right. All right, let's see. That's wild right there. I'm crazy enough to give it a shot. Let's do it. Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna build it up. care for that too much. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Put some Effectrix on this bad boy. Let's see. Bro, I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't even know if I like it. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, no cap. I don't even know, but we moving on. Uh-oh. Smell a collab in the air. Hey, well then let's get it, bro. You know what we should do, right? We should do a straight up, I don't know if we can figure it out, but have us both like do the collab live. I mean, probably it's that's another level. We gotta figure that out, but we gotta make it to where we can do a collab like live. That would be really, really dope, bro. And I'm just a crazy ass motherfucker to figure it out too. But yeah. See this right here? I don't like it. It's just too much in the background. I feel like it's a waste of sound. Let's see. You know what? I'm thinking piano though. Let's see. Man, don't bark at me. Yeah, I want to we're gonna power grand it. Damn. All right, I'm downloading it, bro. Nah, then we're gonna this. All right, come on. All right, bet. I'm gonna get it after this right here. I wonder if I'm lagging. I gotta be lagging. Yeah, see, I like this, but it's just very, very simple as of right now. But as you can tell, I'm trying to get it to bring it to life. Let's see. This should sound decent once I add it. Let's see. Yo. Okay, it's sounding like something now. Wow. Yeah. Let's go. Bet. That's how we're gonna do this then. I'll finish up the melody and then I'll shoot it to you. I gotta sprinkle some stuff on it here first. Already, I got you. Shit, my bad. Turn it down while I go through this here. All right, I'm gonna try something. Let's see. Oh, we finna knock out this collabo. First collab. I cut it down and then I'll cut the volume back up. There we go. All right, let me move this here. Oh yeah, we moving right along. Right along, we are moving. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, it's coming, man. As you can tell, like the melody, you already know the melody creation is it takes time, man. You got to sit there and, you know, really map it out. You know, you want to make something captivating but not cheesy at the same time. Because at the beginning I was like, I don't know about it, but then I started manipulating the sounds individually, and that's when it really started to come together. Because now I feel like it has depth, like it's telling a story now. So check this out. So you want me to stem them out, or do you want me to send it all together? Or honestly, I could lay it out to where it's like it changes up. That way you don't have to. I can just separate them all. Let me see. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna space them all out. Two, three. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 8. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing right here is two producers about to collab. That's what this is. That joint gonna say J Smooth on a beat, man, X producer AP. Yeah, bro, you can't change your name, bro. I gotta put my foot down, bro. You can't change your name, bro. I ain't gonna let you do it to yourself, man. Ain't gonna happen. Not on my watch, man. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, man, we ain't doing that. Good evening, Miss Goddess. You missed all the fun stuff. Why you came in late? You must have had a late dinner or a late day at work. How's your Friday? Salutations. So, oh, late dinner. Gotcha. It's all good. You came through. That's all that matters. So, at the beginning of the stream, the name of the stream is clearly, it was the mixing. So, went through and studied a little bit of mixing. And then it was melody creation. So, I'm basically about to bounce this out. Good. It's been good. Awesome. Yeah, I'm about to bounce this out and send it to producer AP, which is in the chat as well. You gotta love when unexpected things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like he just, that's my partner. He came through and he's like, yo, like I smell a collab, and I'm like, oh snap. All right, bet. I'm down. But this is what I've got right here. That's how you know I have way too much faith in FL Studios. I did all of this and I didn't save nothing. I didn't save nothing. And yet, my dog didn't crash. Shout out FL this time. Cause I ain't gonna lie, this thing be crashing. For real, nah, that's why I'm saving right now, because my luck, it crashed right now. Like, he said if it was him, it crashed. Yo, man, I'm lucky. It does crash quite a bit, man. Certain plugins, it just does not. It's like, nah, don't want to. No. All right, let's see. All right, for some reason, Dark Matter just jumped in my head. So that's the name of it. Or that's what I'm gonna call it. Let's see. Oh, good looking. Yo, I was saying, that's good to know. That's good to know. As far as zipping the files and all that, we're gonna have to chop it up. You're gonna have to show me how to do that because I haven't even did that yet. I'm guessing you're gonna want MP3s, right? Exported in MP3, or you probably don't want wave. You want waves? AP, you want waves? I think MP3. You saying yeah, that's fine. Like to MP3 or waves? MP3. Okay, that's what I figured. All right, let me get this saved or exported. That is. All right, all right, all right. See, got a melody done today. Learned some things, you know. Today's a good day. It's a good Friday. I had to have some caffeine today. I ain't even gonna lie. I broke down and I had some caffeine, y'all. I've been trying to watch the caffeine intake, but you know how it goes. Yeah, I mean, you know, I can't just completely celebrate. Like I said, the caffeine it's one of them things. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me bear with me. I'm just exporting this out. Not exporting, but I'm getting ready to send this out. All right, let me see. Let me scroll back up and get your email. Hey, you dropped that a minute ago. Let me see. Oh, I went too far. Shout out everybody that's on the stream, by the way. I appreciate y'all. I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all feel free to come kick it, come vibe. I'm always trying to learn something and trying to share something and talk about life at the same time. Because life can kick your ass sometimes, you understand? Yo, where is your email? Oh, okay, I got it. Bro, and you got your email? You got your email as that too? You definitely can't change your name. I'm not changing his name. Crazy. Yay, life. For real, right? Oh man, you know what I forgot? I was supposed to do mukbang today. Vegan mukbang is what I was supposed to do. Man. Dang, I gotta start writing stuff down, man. AP, you know what mukbang is, bro? There you go. Yeah, the name's gotta stay, bro. And my chat is on delay for some reason, so bear with me if I'm late responding. It's not me. Yes. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna do a mukbang stream. A vegan mukbang stream. Yeah, he said, yeah. I'm gonna do a vegan mukbang stream, man. All right, let me see. Gotta concentrate. Yeah. Turn off chat delay. See? I would have never known. But you know what's crazy? I didn't change anything. That's what's wild. I think it's because I'm streaming to 3 different platforms. I'm gonna have to stop that. I'm just gonna hang with the Twitch gang, man. Yo, no. I'm doing a mukbang stream, and it's gonna be vegan, and everybody gonna dig it, man. Everybody gonna dig it. Yeah, 3 different ones. So yeah, I'm streaming to Twitch, I'm streaming to Facebook, and I'm streaming to YouTube simultaneously. Nah, ain't no stop me. You can't stop me. Can't stop me. Won't stop me. No, I'm doing vegan mukbang. I'm telling y'all I'm doing vegan mukbang. Y'all think I'm playing. All right, here we go. Boom. Holy CPU. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's sent, big dog. It is sent. Let me flip to something else real quick. Exactly. Vegan food. Gotta show these boys, man. Yeah, if you want, here shortly, I'm about to wrap this thing up, and then I'll head on over. Nah, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna raid you. So just let me know once you go live, when you're ready to go live, then I'm just gonna raid you. PTSD. What are y'all talking about? PTSD. Nah, because people be sleeping on vegan food, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be chowing down, y'all. It's gonna be like an ASMR, although I ain't got the microphone for it. I ain't got the mic for it. But it's gonna be like some ASMR vegan mukbang mashup. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be like, dang, man, that shit look good. Gonna grab some water. Why are you triggered, goddess? Why? It's just mukbang. There's nothing wrong with mukbang. There's definitely nothing wrong with mukbang. Now, the real mukbang, definitely, motherfuckers eating dirt. No, but this is just gonna be vegan food. Like I don't see what the issue is. So this is what we about to do, y'all. So this is really cool because I appreciate it, bro. This is really cool because as soon as he gets ready, we're migrating over. For those that want to hang around, we migrating over, and he's gonna complete the beat that I started on stream. Yep. Live and direct, because that's how we do this shit. Flex on them boys. Flex on them boys. But first, before we go, we gotta get word from our sponsors, man. We're gonna shoot on over to the newsroom real quick. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jay Smooth. Apparently, we have some breaking news just in. Yes. There are people still sleeping on Jay Smooth's ability to produce and or make beats, aka musical accompaniment. For what reasons, we have no clue, but we will get to the very bottom of this. You stay tuned. We've got news coming right up. Back to you.
I got him.
All right. I appreciate that word, Mr. J Smooth. Appreciate that. Hold up. Okay, he said he's about to go live. Bet. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do the vegan mukbang. And look. Oh wait, hold on. Yep. It's real. Super vegan. All right. Let me see here. He said, hold up, I'm about to go live. Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna have him finish it up. All right, we're getting ready to migrate over as soon as he is good. Hey, once again, I appreciate everybody that came through hanging. Sugar is a food group. No, goddess, no. Sugar is not a food group. No, we're not. I'm not endorsing that, by the way. I'm not endorsing that. Wendy probably would endorse that because, yeah, you should be live. It's not showing just yet. Let me refresh. All right, boom. All right, y'all, we getting ready to flip on over. Let's see. All right, let's see if this works. Hey, I appreciate everybody came through. You know, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, we are about to flip on over to producer AP, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna finish the beat that I started, and this is gonna be the first collab for me and producer AP. So, you know, we doing things. But yeah, so y'all check it out. I'm gonna be watching too. So y'all have a good one. And appreciate y'all. Oh man, hold on. All right. I appreciate y'all once again. Till next time.